It's hard to imagine Arcade1up, when they first started making the 3/4 arcades, they didn't have these molded coin doors. They just resemble that replica arcade that we grew up with. Like, this is an arcade. If it doesn't have these, it's just not the same. And nowadays, when we watch a review on any new cabinet, the first thing people say is, yeah, it's got a molded coin door, but they don't light up. It's something we can do ourselves. It would be nice if not only they gave us a molded coin door with everything, but they actually lit up. They lit up with the NBA Jam Deluxe. We didn't get it with NFL Blitz or Marvel vs. Capcom 2, but you can see, lighting these up, how much of a real feel you really get. On a side note, I mean, look at the buttons lighted up. We're not really getting to the buttons, but just the difference of having light up buttons and not lit up buttons. Yeah, it's not really the true arcade feel, but it's pretty cool having more lights on your cabinets. And then just for an example, taking a couple of cabinets like the Big Blue, where you actually get a light up control deck. You don't get that with the HS5, the new Street Fighter II Deluxe, or the Simpsons, but you get molded coin doors with the Simpsons, with the Deluxe, but nothing with Big Blue. What do you do? I mean, if you want to put a coin door in here, what are your best options to get a coin door that's not going to cost a ton of money and will probably look the best with any of your Arcade1ups? And just while we're standing here, it's just not consistent. Like, if you're going to light up one control deck, light them all up. You know, I mean, it's a home arcade. I mean, you know, I'll be the first to admit these aren't real arcades, but I mean, they're real enough for a guy like me. But since it's considered, you know, a home arcade, you know, light up as much as you can. We got light up coin doors. We have light up buttons on some of the cabs. And yeah, I'm a little behind. Like, I am working my way. If you're kind of late in the game like I am, and you're still lighting up some of these coin doors, I am going to get to these. And because I'm so late in the game and I have so many more cabinets to do, the cheapest LED lights that I'm coming across are at Walmart. They're $4.88. They're a 10-foot LED, and it does come with that little remote right here, and it's working perfectly as long as you use enough tape. It's not going to be the cleanest. Like, you know, if you want to go the Retro 530 and get a really clean connection, it's going to look a lot better inside of your cabinet. But your wallet, if you have a ton of cabinets, you want to light those coin doors, I highly recommend picking up the On brand from Walmart. But going right back, what do we do with a cabinet like Golden Axe? Do you keep the artwork? If you want a coin door, how do you make it look like Turtles over here? Not just lighting up those coin doors, but getting a coin door, especially getting a coin door that's going to have that Arcade1up logo. Now, in the past, if you're inside of your 90-day warranty, if there's something wrong with any of your cabinets, Arcade1up replaces it, no questions asked, as long as you prove that something like your monitor, your marquee, your speakers aren't working correctly. They'll send you a replacement after they kind of troubleshoot with you for a little bit. If you're after the 90 days, then you have the option of purchasing. You know, they'll ask you for your zip code. They'll let you know the shipping, what you're going to look for, and then they'll send you an invoice. And if you pay that, you know, in about a week and a half later, they'll ship it out to you. But did you also know that you can go to Arcade1up through customer support and just ask them, hey, can I buy a PCB or can I buy a molded coin door? The same thing, they'll ask you for your zip code, give you a price, an invoice, you pay it, and lo and behold, they shipped me 2 molded coin doors. It's 3 packages, 3 tracking numbers. I'm guessing that the screws and everything are in here, but a molded coin door from Arcade1up is only $15 a piece. So I wanted to do a review on the entire process. Let's see how this looks, how it's packaged, if it indeed resembles the older Arcade1up molded coin door or the new one with the chrome finish. I am interested. We'll save this for last because I'm already guessing it's the hardware. But we'll do an unboxing on both of these coin doors. You have the part number here, made in China, the date code, and then my shipping address on the On the other side, there's no other real information, but just this is what you're gonna see. I'll cut through here. I mean, I can't believe it. So the thing is that if you want to purchase a molded coin door, let's just say, I don't want to keep like putting Retro 530 in the spot, but if it wasn't for Retro 530, we wouldn't have, you know, easy mods to light up your coin doors or actual coin doors to purchase, and you can purchase that do light up or without. And those are about $45 for your standard, and then I believe $60 if you want the light up coins. But with here, it's $15. And I was hoping it would have the chrome finish, but to be honest with you, I'm happy it just says Arcade1up. Now we will compare this. We'll go up to Turtles and make sure, but I mean, it's been a while since I've seen a coin door like this because, you know, if we do pick up one now, it will have that chrome Arcade1up finish, but we have both coin doors. Resembles everything. You even have that L1. It's funny, when I just did Blitz, I wasn't sure if I had put the coin doors on backwards. I mean, they're exactly the same because on every back, of course this one will look different, now watch. It will always say that L1. But yeah, $15. Okay, we'll get the other one. I'm guessing it's gonna be exactly the same, but it is good to know. So originally I purchased these. I wasn't sure if I was going to do Golden Axe or if I was going to use both coin doors for Golden Axe, or I was going to get Shack Jam. So I bought these ahead of time. It's another rule of thumb about buying stuff for a cabinet you don't have. It's good to have these, and it's probably not going to be the last time I order them. Knowing that we got both of them. I mean, no questions asked, just, again, my zip code, and if I was okay with the price. And for both of them, with shipping, I want to say it was like $53, $54. So going back to something like Etsy or Retro 530 or Sabos, you're basically getting 2 coin doors. And it does have that L1 for the price of 1. So we have, had to reach for the other one, one upside down, one right side up, 2 coin doors for the price of 1. So not too bad of a deal. I had heard this from someone that, and I don't remember who, that you were able to actually purchase coin doors direct from Arcade1up. And I've heard that you can buy PCBs. Like, they know that, hey, you're just interested in buying it. Let's say you want to buy a Killer Instinct PCB and put it on, you know, like your Mortal Kombat 2 arcade. They know that's what we're doing, so there should be enough for 2 here. So I'm guessing there's probably 6. And I believe the invoice did say 12 and 12. So yeah, all our screws, everything's right here. It's funny that they put it in a separate envelope, so they send you 3 different packages. But yeah, all this, $53, $54. You know, it's not going to be the last time I purchase a coin door from Arcade1up. And something like Golden Axe. Let's say you have Golden Axe, and I was told, Decadent Dave said, do not drill through here. Like, I mean, it's Sega. I thought that maybe I did something like this, where you leave Golden Axe, and then you have the coin. It's going to be lower because you look at where Turtles is, how much room is between underneath the coin door and the top of the riser. Like, this is way lower. But you can still see that, but you know, and you don't want to just have something like that where you can see the bottom of Wrestle War and maybe the top of Golden Axe. You could flip it around, get some vinyl, but then you're drilling through here. So it just depends. I don't know. I like this artwork. I might actually just leave this alone, but matching it up to a coin door on Turtles, it's exactly the same. So you see the Arcade1up logos. This is exactly the same mold. And I think that if this cabinet was in the arcade or down in Lucky's gym, I would probably want to light up the coin door, but just because it's in the office, the studio, if you will, with all the nostalgia around, like, I kind of like this. So I'm saving this, maybe Street Fighter 2, Big Blue, Shack Jam. It's good to have a couple of spares. It's also good to know how these are going to look if we buy them direct. And yes, you're going to pay the shipping, and shipping's going to be free with somebody like Retro 530, but if you do the math, like we're getting both of these for the price of one, and then, you know, $4.88. It didn't really work out too well for me. $4.88 for the LED lights. So it's the cheapest way. If you're like me and you know you're going through that light up coin door kick, where you spent the last 3 years not really worrying about it, no concern, and now I don't know if it's boredom, we're waiting for new cabinets, but yeah, why wouldn't you want to light them all up? That's the cheapest way, and that's the route that I'm going. And then I guess just leaving some of this stuff the way it is. Like, I mean, we have that choice, right? It's just, what works for you, but you can go with this, or we can go with that, and that cheapest way is going through Arcade1up. I'll have a link in the description to contact customer support. I have the email address for Arcade1up. I want to thank everybody for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Something about the Sega, like having the Altered Beast, the Streets of Rage 2. I always call it Streets of Rage 2. It's Streets of Rage Axle. On the Sega Golden Axe Cab. And just having that nostalgia right here, like, you got He-Man and Battle Cat. I think I leave this one alone, but I originally bought those coin doors. So I thought I was going to have Shack Jam by now. Like, there was a plan 2 weeks ago as a recording of this video where I thought I was going to pick up Shack Jam, and then, it was going to be the unboxing and then kind of a review on installing the coin doors. Like, I saw 19K Fox's video. He had the vinyl he put over, so I bought the vinyl. And, there was just a lot of Shack going on here. And then I thought, I have enough left over. I could do Golden Axe, but, Decadent Dave kind of talked me out of that. I like this, and I could take it out and then keep it off to the side, but I don't really know what I would do with it. So I'm just going to leave it. Oh, and I got to pick this one up from the floor. Thumper Squid. If it wasn't for Thumper Squid, I wouldn't know about... I wasn't shopping a lot at Walmart at the time. This was the cheapest way. Like, he told me, like, get these. They have the USB on the end. They're under $5 at Walmart. Like, I was paying about $7 on Amazon. This is the best deal. $4.88 in the electronic department. Just want to give a shout out to Thumper Squid. Thank you for saving us all money.